الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه أعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يقول الله في كتابه الكريم: السحر إن الله سيبطله. Allah will destroy and make the magic void. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says, هذا ساحر كذاب, is a lying magician. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says also, إنما صنعوا كيد ساحر ولا يفلح الساحر حيث أتى. It is plotting of the magicians, and the magicians will not succeed. Today I'm dealing with a few books of magic that I have found in some of the patients' houses that I treated in the United Kingdom. These books are in the Bengali language. Obviously, I don't understand Bengali. So first, I would like to thank some of the brothers who helped me understand some of the things in these books. Special thanks to Brother Khalid of London. Special thanks to Brother Zakaria and his father of London, and Imam Murad. And special thanks to my wife and children for helping me in all my endeavors throughout the years. And everyone else who has contributed in helping in my ruqyas and helping patients. Now, the main purpose of these magicians now, because ruqya has, alhamdulillah, Allah, spread across the world, so they will try to fool people and patients. If we look here at this came from one book, so I will discuss this one first. The patient that we found these books in, obviously I do not think that the patient had any ill intentions, or they thought that this was kufr. They just they needed help, so they went to their bookshop or whatever and they obtained these books. So these are from one book, and here there was a problem that the patient and the family had. One was they had a headache. One was that their teenage child was urinating on themselves while they're sleeping. Another problem was that the spouse was unable to have sexual intercourse. So in this book we told them, you need to use this ta'weez, write this, write that, etc. Obviously hardly of these things work, because the patient and their spouse, they don't even sleep in the same bed. So if we look here, you will see ayahs from the Quran. So you will find that these books will have ayahs from the Quran, or du'as, or some of Allah's names, Yamateen, to fool the patient or the people reading these books. And then they mix it with these numbers, these magical things. So that's one that belonged to one book. Here, this was actually in a mushaf, in the beginning of a mushaf, and you have these numbers again in grids, as you can see. I don't want to show all the magic stuff properly. I just want people to look. This is another book. It's an ayah from the Quran. Now, as you flicker through the book, there's more ayahs, but then suddenly you have these some letters, some numbers in the boxes, numbers, which is magic. And look here, letters. In the Arabic language, we don't use individual letters. Yeah. in the rest of the book, more numbers and letters, Arabic letters. And they put Allah's names just to fool people. By the way, you're welcome to call our number if you have any questions while we have this live session, or at any time later. The number is 07 591 667 336, UK code. See, whole book is full of these things, and there's a paper that some of the magicians gave to give them instructions on what to do. Again, the entire book is like that. Inshallah, we will be destroying this. Now, we come to this book here, the book, and you can see from the cover, you have the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you have Muhammad Rasulullah sallam, and in here, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, an ayah from the Quran, and then they have all these numbers all around. Again, Allah's name, Rasulullah sallam's name, to fool the people. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, ayah from the Quran, and then the numbers. When you open the book, it starts with the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-Mu'min, al-Aziz, al-Muhaymin, al-Khaliq, al-Mutakabbir, al-Jabbar, and it goes throughout explaining about the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fair enough. But then after that, suddenly they start putting Allah's names into circles and dividing Allah's names to these squares, and suddenly lines through the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala across, and triangles and circles. That's it. Throughout the book, and then they will have, as you can see, now it's getting more black circle, lines, letters. The Shahada is desecrated and divided into parts with all these lines in there. Look, this is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. They divide it with lines, and they have this shaitanic symbol in there, dividing the Shahada of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah is divided to desecrate it. And then next to it they have an ayah from the Quran, which is just again to fool the people. Ayah from the Quran, lines through. Same thing here, circle, lines, yeah. And then if we continue, they have more ayahs in the Quran, and then we start getting individual letters, putting some of the beginning of the surahs of the Quran, Alif Lam Mim, Ain Sin Qaf, but then they divide the letters into circles, etc. These are ayahs from the Quran. They're putting a cross through, circles, lines with letters. This has nothing to do with Islam, and this is desecrating the Quran. If they're going to write a ta'weez with the ayah from the Quran, why do they need to do these lines and letters and circles, etc.? This has nothing to do with the Sunnah of Rasulullah. Again, more magic, letters, grids, numbers. They have As-Sabur, one of Allah's names there. Yeah. And more symbols, etc. Now, towards the end of the book, you get the more grades. It's getting more extensive now. It's getting more extensive. But when you get to the end of the book, we have these diagrams. These obviously originally They are done by hand, by somebody's hand, and then they printed them in this book. So these are done by hand, and they were printed in this book. You can see here two faces, these lines. Yeah, this is to separate people. Magic of separation. Yeah. Each one of these is used for something. In the book, they told them what to use it for. So all the person has to do is photocopy, and this is, can you see, this is a human body, and most likely is to possess that human and cause many problems in different individual parts of the body where they have the symbols there. This is for a female, to control a female. You can see there's hair there, to make her lose her beauty, etc. Each one of these is used for something, and to attract the shayateen to the house. Here, there's 3 faces. So this is to cause problems between people, 3 or more. Some of these are used to tie husband from wife so they cannot have sex. Some of them to divorce husband and wife. And all this under the pretext of that this is Islam, because they have Allah's name in the beginning. Yeah? I just want to show some of these. There's one here actually. Like, this is the one I want to show as well. This is a house. Husband and wife. Separation, destruction in the house. All these are magic rituals. Letters, numbers, lines. No, by the way, these diagrams, there isn't a single name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a single ayah, doesn't exist. Here, they're calling on shayateen names, and some of these names in these ta'weezes. There isn't a single name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not a single ayah, nothing. It's all pure shaitanic and magic. Now we're going to, inshallah, destroy his books. Now, I have read Quran on this accelerant. This is, again, some of the instructions that the magicians gave to the patient. Now, I don't want anybody to attempt to do this at home because this is quite dangerous. You should never destroy magic without knowledge and experience, because you can get harmed, especially in this manner of burning. Magic should be destroyed the same way it was made with. I'm destroying it in this way as it's easier and quicker.
Stick to the plastic.
Quite dangerous to inhale this. I'm not talking about level of smoke. Talking about the level of magic, Bengali magic. السحر أنا وصلت له السحر أنا وصلت له إنما صنعك بساحر ولكن الساحر حيث أتى. These diagrams, shaitanic diagrams, full of magic. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect the Ummah of Rasulullah sallam from all magic, ayn hasad, jinns and shayateen. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to destroy any magical illness and any Muslim. اللهم دمر سحر الربط، اللهم دمر أسحار الطلاق، اللهم دمر أسحار الحسد، اللهم دمر أسحار المحبة. Like I said, it's very dangerous to inhale these type of things. While making sure we're standing, the wind is blowing it that way. السحر الله سبحانه السحر الله سبحانه. Any magic, anybody that has ta'weez in the house, they have to be destroyed. But I wouldn't recommend that it's destroyed in this manner unless you have experience. السحر الله سبحانه السحر الله سبحانه. There are millions of these books across the world, different languages, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, and unfortunately they sell them very cheap for people to buy. If you practice magic, it is not only in Islam but according to Sikhism, Christianity, Judaism, if you practice magic you become a kafir, you are a non-believer. According to Islam, according to Sikhism, according to Christianity, according to their own religions, according to Judaism. Rasulullah he said, أتعرف صدق فكفر بما أنزل على محمد. He goes to a fortune teller, believes him. He goes to a soothsayer. That means the kufr to has been revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My experience with Ruqya, been involved in Ruqya since the 90s. Me and other shuyukh, 99.9% of these ta'weez have kufr, for shirk in that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. هذا ساحر كذاب. هذا ساحر كذاب. This is a lying magician. This is a lying magician. Magic was done on Rasulullah. Magic was done, as Allah told us in the Quran, on Musa Islam. Therefore, magic can be done on anybody. But you have to seek the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and those who have knowledge. Rasulullah, he didn't know that he was under magic spell until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to him. So, the majority of the time, the patients do not know that they have spells or magic upon them. And even then, Rasulullah, he needed the help of the Sahabas radiallahu anhum to destroy the magic. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to destroy all magic and to save this ummah from kufr and shirk. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept his deed and to help us all. Allahumma ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.